Morning, Doctor.
Morning. I thought I'm alone. Okay then, I think we can start sebab 9.10 dah ni, 9.12 Lepas ni you ada kelas kan? Pukul 10, some of you isn't it? Hello? Alamak, you boleh, okay, saya dapat check chatting ni kan. Tak apa, you boleh cakap je, no worries. Ke suara tak sedap? Right, okay then. So, sekejap I want to share something. So for the time being ada 41 orang registered student 52. So another 11 student, I think tak apalah kot, boleh nanti boleh share ataupun apa-apa nanti boleh ni kan, kita boleh chit chat dalam WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay. Oh, saya tak ada gambar terkini. Saya mula-mula saya nak share about the subject lah, alright, about the subject. As all you know, mana ni? A window. Okay. Saya sebagai penyelaras tau. So penyelaras ni tugas dia adalah untuk menyelaras lah in a short terms je to coordinate the subject. So meaning to say that I will help you throughout the subject, which is this bachelor project. So help in terms of what? Help in terms of not in details, help in terms of registration and then pemilihan tajuk tu kita ada juri, kita nanti saya pergi kat situ then for the whole project, maksudnya kalau you ada masalah in terms of macam mana nak dapatkan allocation ke apa-apalah kan, nak guna duit etc, saya boleh tolong dari situ. Tapi most probably kalau dari segi duit apa semua tu kalau pensyarah ada grant or allocation, then dia boleh guna yang tu. So you don't have to worry too much about it. We'll find a way to support your project. Okay. You boleh tengok ke saya punya ni dokumen? Boleh tak? Boleh kan? Right. So just a quick one. Okay, just a quick one. For this semester, nama subjek ni ECV 4949A. Yeah? So we have 2 semester kan, as long as supposed to you know lah kan, A dan B. So untuk A ni, jam kredit dia 2 kredit, which is kita ada foreigner ke? Boleh saya campur-campur ke macam mana? Conversation? Muaz is here? I thought Muaz je kan, foreigner kan? Is it? Tak ada? Right. Okay, to Actually is 0 plus 2 bukan 2 plus 0, sebabnya tak ada kuliah, right? It's more on amali lah, amali kan, 2 credit for amali. It's not kuliah sebab saya tak akan buat kuliah in terms of jam contact, amali contact dia bersama dengan supervisor, bukan dengan saya, right? Tapi if you have anything, you still can have contact, boleh lah tanya saya bantu-bantu apa yang patut. So dari segi this is total, okay, this is bachelor's project Kalau you tanya senior you mungkin you rasa there's a bit different in terms of the name only sebab sebelum ni nama course ni adalah final year project. Sebelum tu final year project, selepas itu final year academic project. Then last year we'll have this our program is a bachelor's project. Alright. Sekejap tak boleh masuk, siapa pula ni? Tak ada pun permintaan untuk masuk. Dah masuk. Right. Okay. Saya tengok lama. Right. Mana tadi? Where is it? Okay. So your project, your course name is bachelor's project. Then kalau you tengok kat situ, dia punya course code tak ada A, tak ada B sebab dia total adalah sama. Semester 1, semester 2 sama, A dan B. Right. Then kredit dia adalah 6. Which is kalau tadi saya terangkan untuk semester ni 0 campur 2 kredit. So untuk next semester is 0 plus 4. 4 kredit. Tu pasal dia jadi total dia credit hours, credit dia adalah 6 credit, it's not hours, sorry. 6 credit. Tapi untuk amali sahaja. So meaning to say there's no kuliah, tak ada lecture. Okay, so prerequisite final year student. Some of you did ask me. Ada yang tanya, doktor kalau saya yelah saya nak mengulang apa semua kan, maksudnya masih ada lagi subjek yang saya tak ni. So untuk project bachelor ni boleh ke saya register? Saya kata, yeah, it's okay. But kalau tanya saya punya pendapat, it's better for you to complete all those courses first year, second year, third year because bachelor's project ni it should covers all the knowledge yang you dapat daripada tahun 1 hingga tahun 3. Kan? Sebab bukan saya nak kata kemestian, tapi kalau tanya pendapat saya, it's better for you to do that lah. At least you ada apa orang panggil, knowledge in terms of you want to run the project, even though you see that maybe the project it seems like boleh je ni, saya boleh cari sources luar apa semua kan, but in the end of it, bila you nak present those project, normally examiners will ask you what is the fundamental and etc. So kalau you tak kukuh kat bahagian fundamental, it's a bit hard for you lah untuk defend your project. Okay? Right. Yes? Yes? Semester 4? 8? Yes. Ya betul. So untuk semester ni hanya kita akan beri continuous. Maksud dia macam untuk teruskan tu, dia tak ada grade. So 6 credit at the end of semester 8 tu nanti dia accumulate. Tapi tapi penilaian dia memang start semester 1 lagi. So kita kumpul markah-markah tu sampai semester 8, then kita total up lah semua, right? Don't get confused, maksud dia macam maksud dia semester 1 tak payah buat apa-apa lah. No, we still have some we have an assessment for it, and to say that is yang tu nanti saya akan terangkan pembahagian markah dia. Okay, so yang ni saya rasa semua orang boleh tahulah kot, learning outcome should be known kan. Learning outcome, kenapa saya kena belajar, apa dia synopsis and etc. Yang ni nanti saya saya share dengan you nanti But to be untuk permulaan lah kan, you should know lah, if you look at those learning outcomes tu kan, most of these PO dah mencapai tahap yang the highest one which is C5, C6, P7, A5. So all of it have been allocate in order to assess your knowledge, what else, expertise, psychomotor, those things at the higher levels. So meaning to say that kat sini memang, that's why saya kata kalau you masih lagi teragak-agak nak ke tak apa semua kan, it's better for you to think twice untuk mengatakan project bachelor is not that project main-main je. Selalu saya cakap kat student, this is final project. Maksud dia lepas ni tak buat project lah kan. Untuk say that this is the yang important, very important one lah kalau you nak ni kan. Okay, so that's it. Tak ada syllabus apa sebab kita tak ada kuliah etc. Okay, ada apa-apa pertanyaan? Yeah. Yes. Cop, kita cerita tak sempat tu macam mana ceritanya? Tak sempat untuk semester 1 ke tak sempat the whole 1 year? The whole 1 year. Okay, so there's a cases, ada case yang macam tu. Kita tak nafikan, tapi just a very orang panggil rare cases lah. Maybe due to health problem, due to financial problem kan. It's not that tak sempat disebabkan loss or etc. No. Kita akan consider those things. So normally kalau student yang having this kind of problem, untuk next first semester, dia run the project, they present the proposal. So kita panggil untuk yang first semester ni, first presentation is the proposal presentation. Then the next semester kita ada final presentation, which is the whole project you present. So unfortunately for this particular student, kalau dia tak sempat untuk present, meaning to say that health problem. Saya tak kata tak sempat untuk present sebab dia tak ada masa ataupun dia tak cukup masa untuk siapkan projek dia apa semua tu. Itu sepatutnya dia dengan supervisor dia. Dan supervisor should know that dia tak boleh hold that student for a long time. Dia memang kena habiskan dalam masa setahun. So for that particular student, kita akan buka semester 1 akan datang untuk dia complete all of it. Meaning to say that we open the registration A and B untuk dia register, dan dia kena completekan, dia kena lengkapkan dia punya projek dan present at that one semester 1 tu. So total up macam 3 semester lah kan. Tapi isu dia kat sini, selalu student memang akan habiskan by hook or by crook, even though they can say that I'm okay with C, and sebabnya dia tak nak tunggu convo the next year. You know, that's inilah one of the yang saya suka lah kalau student nak cepat habis ni. Right. Okay. So ada apa-apa pertanyaan mengenai ini? In general first, nanti saya bagi details. Ada? Okay, saya share kalender. Yang ni saya ada bagi dalam Putra Belas. Saya share juga dalam Putra Belas yang Syllabus tadi, bukan syllabus, apa sinopsis tadi saya tak share lagi. Nanti itu saya share balik. Clear? Or nak saya besarkan lagi? Besarkan sikit lagi. Okay?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay. Right, macam ni. Tak apalah, saya turunkan berapa 100 lah, 100. Nak cukupkan apa? 110. Alright. So ini kalender, selalu saya akan share dengan student this calendar. Kita namakan kalender sebab kita letak certain date, period, week number dan aktiviti apa yang sepatutnya student fulfill dalam semester. So semester 1 untuk our project, our bachelor project, kita start, kalau ikut sini kan number 1 ni kita start daripada -3 lagi week which is ini yang saya punya action lah, coordinator untuk request those final sepatut saya, it's not that final year semua dah jadi bachelor project, saya lupa pula ni. Okay, miss. Alright, so in week 1, which is this week lah, this week, Alhamdulillah dah finalize those project. And if you realise, saya ada inform student in -1 week, -1 before last week. If you have any proposal, any project that you want to propose to potential supervisor, please do so kan. Saya ada inform tu. So meaning to say that untuk week ni, minggu ni, projek yang telah finalize project title and synopsis tu, itu yang saya dapat daripada supervisor. So mungkin you perasan macam sikitnya topik dan projek ni, you don't have to worry sebab some of you have dah approach lecturer, supervisor, potential supervisor, and then fortunately supervisor agree to assist or to supervise the project yang dicadangkan oleh pelajar. So alhamdulillah lah kat situ, yang mana saya rasa yang mana pesanan saya pada pelajar-pelajar yang dah cadangkan projek dia dan diterima, best of luck, dan buatlah yang terbaik sebab saya tak nak nanti at the end of semester or year, supervisor datang kat saya cakap student propose tapi tak buat pun, buat sambil lewen, etc. kan, walaupun dah cakap gini-gini. Sebab is a kind of kalau kata kat sini projek yang dicadangkan tu boleh dikatakan is your own kan, your own project, you dah propose apa semua, sebab mean to say that kat sini you yang memang nak buat benda tu kan. So you have to be very responsible for that action. Okay. Best of luck, no worries. Kalau apa-apa pun, nama lagi supervisor kan, dia akan supervise you lah based on your project yang you nak buat tu. Okay. Then untuk yang ada lagi ni project title dan synopsis yang saya dah share with you yesterday. So you have 1 week. Saya bagi masa seminggu ataupun up to you lah. You can approach that potential supervisor dengan tajuk yang diberi oleh supervisor. Then you can ask them what is what and etc. For more clarification, sebabnya sinopsis dah dibagi walaupun pendek-pendek kan. Tapi ada sinopsis yang diberi panjang dan details dia kan. So supposed to saya nasihatkan you before you jumpa ataupun bukan jumpa, tak boleh jumpa. Virtually, yes, of course you can jumpa virtually kan. Before you meet the supervisor tu, prepare yourself first. Maksud saya kat sini, buatlah kajian sikit. Tajuk tu berkaitan dengan ni. Oh, apa itu kan? Then when you meet them, at least you can ask very particular question lah. It's not that doktor minta terangkan apa ni kan. So nanti tiba-tiba dia bagi you question, you tak dapat jawab kan, langsung kan, right? So just prepare yourself. You have the list of titles, so you just look at it. So hopefully lepas you dah dapatkan penjelasan dan sedikit penerangan daripada potential supervisors tu. Okay, one thing is saya cuba terapkan, it is about the project, not the supervisor. Of course, supervisor pun penting. Tapi kat sini saya nak tekankan, pelajar minta tolong tengok project. It's not that supervisor. Sebab kalau project tu you think you can do it, then you can control how you want to do it. As supervisor, they can simply say that I just supervise you, it's not my project. They can simply say that even though they gave you the title and synopsis, right? But of course, maybe some student akan, tak boleh lah macam tu doktor, supervisor pun perlu mainkan peranan juga. Yes, indeed. Supervisor pun akan mainkan peranan juga. Tapi dia macam di belakang tabir lah sebenarnya kan. You yang yang lead the project. Okay, so for some reason, you tengok project dulu. You rasa you boleh buat, you rasa this is, yeah, I love it. Not like, love it. Okay. Yelah tak tahu lagi kan, tapi of course you done all those, supposed to you done all the research and etc. Then you pilih that project. Okay. So untuk pemilihan ni, okay, yang untuk yang student dah propose tu, you can simply put your own titles in the form and jangan letak tajuk-tajuk yang dicadangkan yang lain ni. Just own your own title, then after that you can submit through Putra Blast. Alright. But then for those who still need to choice, nak buat choice ni, nak buat pemilihan ni, you diminta untuk list down the the titles, 3 titles. Put your first titles at the priority one, the first number, then after that second and third. Alright. So then after that you can submit the form through Putra Blast, which is the registration form. Okay? So kat sini saya letak week number 2. So don't untuk period ni, duration ni, you jangan confuse. Bukan 28 ni. This is the starting date for the period. Normally we give 1 week lah. 1 week. This is the period. So jangan confuse ni 28 September ni. Nanti apa semua kan something like that. No. This is the duration. Okay, duration. Right? So within week 2, hopefully saya dah dapat semua registration form and etc. Then I will start to do or to coordinate the pemilihan tu. So some of you did ask me kan macam mana pemilihan kan. Okay, so kat sini saya sorry, mana dia punya form. Okay, I want to share you the form. Okay. So kat sini, okay, you just fill up everything. Ini dalam Word, so you boleh type lah nicely. Put the name, course name, kod khusus apa semua yang kita dah bincang tadi. Semester 1 semester 1. You don't have to worry kalau tak nak guna yang form Malay form ni, you ada bahasa English punya form kat sini. You don't have to worry. So saya nak you all fill up the details here. Nama pelajar, matric number, alamat semasa which is kat kampung lah. Nombor telefon, please update this nombor telefon. Then program, what is your program's name? Sorry, Bachelor of? With honours? Yes, don't forget that. Please put it. Saya saja je tanya. Tak nampak? Alamak. Tadi yang PDF nampak kalau words tak nampak yeah, right. Okay, tak apa. What should I do? Okay, hold on. Sorry saya masih lagi bertatih-tatih dengan Google Meet. Sometimes saya guna Zoom, sometimes saya guna Webex. Then it seems like macam You all untuk kelas you guna apa? Google Meet I think because Google Meet dia punya tu longer duration dia kan? Is it? Zoom dia dah ada limited masa, yes betul. Okay. Copy ni. Is it registration form? Registration form. Okay, hold on. Saya cari. Okay, ini nampak? Nampak, right. Okay. Thank you. So, right. So, minor, okay, program tadi kan, Bachelor of Civil Engineering with Honours. Tu penting tau sebab some of the university, they just tak ada honours ni. And do you know why we put honours ni? Tak apa, you figure out nanti. Right. So minor sini sepatutnya sebelum ni we have kind of minor, we call it minor, which is civil engineering and structure, civil engineering and environment, something like that. Jadi yang ni saya rasa tak berkenaan sebab dia jika berkenaan kan. So yang ni tak berkenaan, so you don't have to put anything here. Then PNGA, this is bukan berkeperluan tapi better you put it there. Okay. Then tajuk, okay. Tajuk, if you realize it is like project/dissertation. Have you crossed any kat mana terms apa semua ni dissertation? What is dissertation? Have you, okay, ni ke first time you tengok disertasi? Term disertasi? Or dissertation? Ke sebelum ni pernah tengok kat mana-mana? Okay, there's a difference between project and dissertation. Okay, so untuk makluman, kita punya bachelor project, of course is a pre-graduate terms. So we use project. Level of it different. The difference is the level. Yeah. Thesis tu satu lagi, up dia. Okay, we start with project, then after that kita up dia punya level, we call it dissertation. Up level tu level dari segi apa? Dari segi dia punya content, dari segi dia punya research thought, dari segi work, lab work or model using software. Up level kita panggil dissertation. Up sikit lagi level dia kita panggil thesis. So your level is project, meaning to say the lowest level lah, project. Because if you just for your knowledge, we call it project satu sebab pra-graduate, okay, si pra is not that graduate, is project. Then after that the level of the content, the level of research is less than dissertation. So normally dissertation will be used when you enroll for the master studies, master by course. So dia punya projek tu, projek master by course pun ada projek. Projek akhir, kita namakan dia dissertation. But level dia tinggi sikit banding dengan projek. Macam saya kata tadi. Then kalau you enroll for the master by research or post PhD, then we call it the project, the project ataupun research study tu, when you publish, when you book, make it in book, we call it thesis. Okay, so kat sini saya nak kamu faham, it's not that beria-ria sangat nak buat research. No, because our project, the thickness of the report is only 100 pages. Content, not including, exclude the reference and appendix, etc. Kalau you perasan nanti, tebal ni, doktor kata 100 pages. 100 pages untuk content sahaja, which is content meaning to say chapter 1 until chapter 5, including the abstract. So yes, ada limit. So that's why kita letak limit lah, level dia. Maksudnya kita tak naklah student terlalu terbeban. Okay, saya tak nafikan ada student yang memang beria-ria nak buat etc. blah. Okay, done. But kita tak nak membebankan student-student yang lain. yang make it nak sama taraf apa semua kan. Okay, this is the project. So project based meaning to say that for me is some sort like 70% is more on the project. Project meaning to say you buat kerja. Psychomotor things. Then 30% is more on research. Mean to say that, the fundamental things, the process, the mechanism is 30%. The rest is about project work. Sebab dia project bachelor. That's why we call it project bachelor. Okay, so itu penerangan lah, just untuk your own knowledge. Nanti kalau orang tanya, apa beza disertasi dengan project report? This is report lah, project report. Thesis, you boleh jawab lah sekarang ni, insyaAllah. Okay, so kat sini, dan you letaklah projek pilihan pertama, apa dia, kedua, ketiga. Okay, so I ask you a favor, please put the code also. Contoh kalau tajuk saya lah kan, you letak NND1, baru you tulis tajuk dia apa-apa. Okay, kalau nombor 2 ni, let's say kalau you nak letak Dr. Nabila kan, NAB 1, apa tajuk dia? No one ask me kan, apa tajuk maksud ni apa semua kan. Tapi I hope you understand sebab ni kat sebelah tu saya letak kolom supervisor. Sekejap mana? Untuk tajuk-tajuk ni kan, kita tengok balik. Okay, you boleh nampak kan? Okay, so contoh dia kan, okay, untuk projek ni. So, kolom supervisor, Dr. Badrunisa Yusof. So, the project title is B1. Maksudnya dia adalah abbreviation ataupun initial daripada Dr. Bad punya ni. Okay, so BY1, BY2, kan? Then Dr. Syazwani Idrus, SI1, SI2, okay? So please, if you choose let's say project title nombor 1 ni, you letak ni saja. BY1, grey water treatment using a rain garden. Sinopsis tak payah tulis. Saya just nak tajuk saja. Okay? Right. So the rest of it lah sama je semua kan? Right? So we have 38 titles and I think around 38 students also. So just enough untuk pemilihan. Maksudnya nanti tak ada akan berbaki, tak ada akan yang ketinggalan, etc. Everyone will get one topics, one titles, no worries. Okay? So once we have done the process, then in week 3, supposed to insyaAllah lah, I will try to expedite it in end of the week 2, but then this is safety measure lah. In week 3, hopefully you will have your titles and your supervisor's name. Then you need proposal form ni still lagi saya tak share dalam Putra Blast sebab we still lagi dalam penilaian di peringkat faculty sama ada form ni perlu dibuat ataupun tidak kan. Kalau tak apa, because you have the registration form already, I will keep it for the record. Right, so then I will leave you and your supervisor and your project until week 12. Okay, week 12, which is normally we will carry out the proposal presentation. Some of the department, jangan pula rasa kenapa department tu ini, department kita macam ni. Some of department they run they carry out the proposal presentation in week 7. Tapi saya tak nak. Saya ada, bukan kata tak suka-suka ke apa semua, no. Because for me, week 7 is too early. Yeah? And then week 7, you baru 4 minggu dengan you punya supervisor, baru nak ni apa semua kan, tiba-tiba dah propose kan. Supposed to, this project proposal presentation is not that loose one. This is a very solid one. Mean to say that you are preparing your project ni untuk to implement already. Okay, or some of you is implement dah buat pun. The implementation have been carried out, which is you can start, up to you. Jangan kata tunggu sampai week 12 minggu semester 1 ni untuk proposal je ke doktor? Tak. you boleh run saya nak kata lab work you tak boleh mari, tak boleh datang kan. No, experimental work. Still at home you can do some experimental work. Or software analyze, running the software and etc. You can do it. You can do it. You can start it. So for the proposal presentation, this is at the end of we try to make it solid and strong enough. Sebab ni kat sini examiners, we provide you examiners, 2 examiners within the unit. Kita ada or inter unit. Saya suka inter unit sebab most of my students saya akan pilih examiners dari unit-unit yang berlainan untuk bagi more ideas. Dia akan tanya you pada masa ni, masa you present your proposal or your preliminary works which have been done, those examiners akan tanya you, what is that, why is that, when is you, blah 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 blah. So this is your time to defend your project. Okay, so right, once you got the project, it becomes yours. Macam sebab you pilih juga tadi kan, you pilih dalam tu, cuma beza dia dari student yang propose the project. You have 3 choices, which is you ada beberapa kan, and then the one that been selected is yours. So it's your responsibility to make sure that the project is carried out successfully. Okay, so then after that, once you present the proposal in week 14, which is at the end of semester, remember week 12 ni hopefully you've carried out your test to all of you. So that's why saya tak nak kacau juga you punya academic or subject ni, sebab there's a lot of reason lah. Semester ni kan ada IDP apa semua kan, tu bertembung tu nanti. Since IDP is also a very heavy burden juga tu, right? Then belum apa-apa lagi dah pecah. Jangan. First thing first is tanamkan dalam fikiran, I have to enjoy this. Kalau you rasa macam ni kan, you will be messed up. Jangan. You fikir enjoy sambil belajar, sambil dapatkan perkara baru. Then of course I want to master lah. I want to master this kan. Janganlah pula dapat perkara baru, okay lah dan kan. Tak macam tu. Right. So week 14 is the deadline. I put it here, deadline for submitting chapters. Sebab kita akan ada 5 chapters. Tu nanti you can have a look in this, a guide to student. Yang ni saya share dalam Putra Blast. Okay, a guide to student project. Kat dalam ni there's some explanation. Yang ni daripada faculty, this booklet. So still loose but then general. I think you should read this about the requirements, preparation of the report, and then the format of the report. You can have a look of this, and then this project work schedule. This schedule is loceng berbunyi, ada orang nak masuk lagi ke? Oh, okay. Welcome. Right, mana tadi? Sorry. Guide, okay. A guide to student project. So have a look in details of it. Just 14 pages je. Tak banyak untuk you baca, etc. Sambil tidur pun boleh baca. Sambil tidur, bukan sambil mata terpejam. Okay, sambil tidur pun boleh ni. Okay, so right. Okay, kat sini evaluation. For evaluation. Yang untuk kalender ni saya rasa dah habis sebab submitting chapter 1 to 3 sebab saya nak masuk evaluation. Okay, ada apa-apa pertanyaan pasal kalender? Jadi nanti you balik, you study, kalau ada, insyaAllah akan ada. You just pop up the question in the group. Okay, so evaluation. Okay, so some tadi Fazli ada tanya kan macam mana dia accumulate etc. So we have 2 semester. First semester evaluation is 30%. Tapi since this one is the old one saya bagi ni lah, saya share assessment form. Tapi saya memang selalu share assessment form ni dengan student. Right, hold on. Assessment form. Oh. Industry. Okay, jap, hold on. Okay, untuk sebelum saya pergi ke assessment form tu, untuk kita tahu berapa percentage untuk setiap semester. For this form, everyone's okay? Registration form? Borang pendaftaran project bachelor Saya dengar suara Fazli je, yang lain muka pun saya tak boleh tengok ni.
Okay, Doktor.
Yeah, alright. Okay. Siapa? Oh, Muaz. Okay then. Welcome. I'm not halfway through. I'm 3/4 lah. Dah nak habis ni. Okay, but anyway, welcome to our session. Right. Okay, so I want to share with you the form. So we done calendar, a guide to student project, a brief explanation about the subject, then the registration form. Okay. Then also the list of the titles. List of titles tu nanti you go through lah. Mana yang berkenan. Dan kalau yang tak faham boleh just WhatsApp.
Doktor.
Yes, saya.
Saya ada soalan.
Okay.
Macam kalau kita dah approach one of the SV with the specific title kan. Tapi macam one of them cakap macam the title is already taken. So kita tak perlu letak lagi lah title ni dalam option kita.
Doktor, saya pun nak tanya berkaitan dengan ni.
Tapi yang Liana cakap tadi saya tak faham macam mana you approach titles tu ada dalam list tu ke Syahni?
Ada dalam list tu. Tapi macam bila saya cakap macam nak tanya lah, lepas tu one of the SV reply the title is already taken. Macam tu.
Doktor, saya pun sama. Saya tanya one of the SV, doktor tu cakap the title already taken. Jadi saya tak faham, kat sini kan kita kena isi 3 pilihan. Kan doktor cakap 38 topik ni, each student get one topic. So macam mana kita nak tahu topik already taken or not?
Actually, this is surprise. Surprise. Sebab sepatutnya SV tak cakap macam tu. But then, sepatutnya tak bolehlah macam tu sebab because I did explain to supervisor also, once the title is open to students, so we have to go through the process, which is student can choose 3 titles up to them. Then after that we'll have our committee to sit down to make sure that the selection is ni semua kan, just go through the process. But then this is surprise me lah if he or she saying that segan pula saya nak tanya kat sini siapa supervisor tu. But macam ni lah, if he or she say that, so just ignore lah. Bukan ignore apa, just okay lah, let go lah. Nak macam mana kan, saya pun tak ada kuasa. Sorry. Okay. Alamak, tenggelam timbul lah pula Fazli. Saya tak dengar Fazli punya ni. Tenggelam timbul. Ulang balik. Okay, untuk improvement. Next. Okay. InsyaAllah tak lah, tapi ya. Okay. Okay. Take note.
Doktor,
Ya.
maksudnya sekarang kan kita kena pilih 3 pilihan. Maksudnya dari situ doktor masing-masing SV akan tapis kan?
Macam ni, okay, dia punya proses macam saya explain kat supervisor juga. Once the student fill up di form 3 titles kan ada 1, 2, 3 which is the priority one kan, kita tengok kat situ student akan fokus, bukan fokus, macam dia cenderung concern on what untuk pilihan pertama. Let's say kalau pilihan pertama tu let's say BY1 kan, BY1, pilihan kedua BY2 dan pilihan ketiga BMR1 kan. So mean to say that okay, this student is focused more on water kan. Then normally kalau tak ada pertindihan kan, pilihan pertama tak ada pertindihan dengan mana-mana student, maksud dia tak ada orang pilih BY1, so that student got that title BY1, right? But kalau ada pertindihan student, let's say ada 5 orang pilih BY1, so saya akan serahkan pada Dr. Badrunisa, this student, potential student, to carry out the project, and then she will do it something lah on it. Some of supervisor, it's not that something, saya tak masuk campur dari segi pemilihan, tapi I just want to share with you some of supervisor, contoh saya lah. Kalau ada pertindihan tajuk pertama, pilihan pertama, let's say triple ND1, ada 5 orang, so I will come up with a quiz untuk student ni. I will come up with a quiz, and then for those who have more knowledge about it, they can answer the quiz, so I will pick that student. Okay? That's one of the procedure. The other procedure, maybe the supervisor will carry out the interview. Okay? Maybe dia akan tanya, okay, please explain to me what do you understand about the project. Okay, then kita tengok daripada situlah, mean to say that supervisor will know about the depth of your knowledge for that project. So that's why I ask you, before you choose the project, the title, please content yourself with the knowledge first. Sebab kalau tak ada pertindihan, then it's great. Maksud dia okay, then. Tapi kalau ada pertindihan, kita akan serahkan pada supervisor untuk buatkan jalankan pemilihan. Then after we'll go to the siapa-siapa yang tak dapat tadi, dah supervisor pilih dah seorang. So yang 4 orang ni kita akan tengok pilihan kedua dia. Alright. So pilihan kedua kalau tak ada pertindihan, okay, then he or she got the title. But if there's any redundant in the titles, again we do the process untuk tajuk yang kedua. Kan, sebab tajuk pertama tadi lain, tajuk kedua tadi lain, akan lain kan. Then that's why kita ada sampai 3 lah, sebab we have the case semuanya sama, semuanya bertindih dengan orang lain, then unfortunately the student memang tak dapat ketiga-tiga pilihannya, then we'll have a second round of pemilihan, choose punya proses dia. So tajuk-tajuk yang ada lagi kita akan bagi student akan pilih. So jangan cakap tajuk lelong ataupun student lelong, we don't want that terms in our semester punya ni lah kan, sebab this lelong-lelong is not good kan. So ada apa-apa pertanyaan? Ada pertanyaan? So actually for Fazli's punya suggestion tadi, it's a very good one, and then we did it, but there's an disadvantage of it, yang mana satu student yang mengalami masalah internet problem kan, so dia pun ketinggalan lah, dia tak dapat, last dia dapat. Yelah student yang subjek-subjek dah lock everyone kan, dah lock semua, tinggal subjek topik yang yelah bukan saya kata yang tak best ke apa, untuk dia lah mungkin dia rasa tak best kan. So that disadvantage number one. The second advantage is kat sini saya nampak macam ada perlumbaan lah, of course lah, mana-mana pun kan hidup berlumba je kan, siapa cepat dia dapat kan. So I can't see the fair play there, but then of course it's a good suggestion. We'll handle we'll consider it, and we try to handle it in next. Hopefully lah, kita tak nak pandemik ni berterusan, tapi we can consider that suggestion. Thank you. Okay, right. So dan tak ada apa-apa pertanyaan?
Doktor,
Yes,
saya
saya.
soalan. Kiranya student tu memang takkan tahulah macam mana macam topik apa yang available untuk dipilih lagi. Contohnya macam kan ada topik yang macam memang hangat kan, macam banyak student nak. Lepas tu ada topik yang macam mungkin tak ramai student minta. So macam status topik tu kita tak tahu lagi.
Okay. Actually it is good for you. You tak tahu kan, sebab bila you tahu, you akan teringat je sampai habis punya projek pun, you akan rasa macam terkesannya dalam hati. Kan? So you tak boleh fokus on that particular project yang you rasa macam I had to take this title. It's not that my interest pun apa semua kan. Tak nak lah, kita tak nak jadi macam tu lah, sebab we know that yelah projek ni setahun kan, semester 1, semester 2, ambil masa yang lama. Then of course it's not that sesuatu yang you boleh tinggalkan lah. Maksudnya macam dalam satu semester tu, even though you deal with any subject etc, projek tu still lagi ada di tepi you kan, untuk you tengok aje kan. So tak nak lah menjadi satu igawan ngeri Okay, anyway it's 10 o'clock. So siapa-siapa yang ada kelas you can leave free. Saya tak memaksa. If anything, you can just refer to Putra Blast and also in our WhatsApp group. Okay, so continue which is itulah pendapat saya kan. Tak nak you rasa terkilan lah sebenarnya kalau you tahu details process. But then I gave you a brief about the process, the procedure, which is actually is quite enjoying juga. Sebab kat situ kan sebenarnya you boleh tengok, okay, I have a choice kan. You ada 3 choices, which is all those 3 choices actually you love to do the project kan. Tapi yelah, who knows kan, this is fate lah. Pray a lot that tak ada redundant berlaku, dan memudahkan kerja saya dan juga memudahkan kerja you, insyaAllah. Okay. Yes. Dia panggil sekarang. The thing is, kalau dia menangis awal, saya suka. Bukan saya suka apa, bukan saya suka ha, no. I love to see that condition, at least I know the situation. Kan? Yang saya tak berapa berkenannya bila dia menangis dalam diam je sampai setahun. Sampai setahun, which is at the end of the final year presentation project, datang jumpa saya, doktor sebenarnya saya tak berapa berkenan dengan supervisor ni. Projek dia pun saya tak berapa ni. That's a big problem lah. Kan? So kalau you rasa gitu gini apa semua, no worries. Tapi bukan perkara yang remeh-remeh lah. Kalau you kata, saya tak suka lah supervisor ni apa semua. No. Jangan, itu sebab saya kata jangan tengok supervisor, tengok projek. Because there's a cases. Saya cakap cases macam satu je kan? No. A few cases kan? Tiga-tiga tak dapat tajuk dia pilih kan? So saya kata you don't have to worry, ni kita ada tajuk lagi. Kan? Kita ada ngam-ngam tajuk kan? You pilih tajuk mana yang you rasa ni. Then okay, they pick the titles pilih. Then throughout the process, throughout the semester, semester 1, semester 2, they keep on meeting me, tanya doktor kalau gini-gini macam mana apa semua sebab supervisor kata macam tu. Okay, I tell them I can give the suggestion or opinion tapi apa-apa balik kepada supervisor. Then actually the major part is you, kan? You yang play the main role kan, you yang nak control the project etc. So I'm quite surprised at the end of semester dia datang jumpa, those student datang jumpa and then keeps on reporting which is doktor saya dah stage ni macam mana saya nak kena buat apa-apa semua kan. Pada masa yang sama jumpa juga supervisor dan maybe dengan supervisor rasa macam a bit shy, nak tanya details ke apa semua. Okay, tak apa, you boleh datang jumpa saya. Kalau saya tak ada pengetahuan, kita sama-sama cari. That's it. Saya kata sebab saya pun tak berapa pandai juga kan. At the end of semester is quite surprise sebab nanti untuk end of semester 2, setahun tu, kita akan ada satu final year project presentation, satu lagi industrial presentation. Okay? You had to present, macam terpaksa tak. You ada presentation dengan pihak industri. Pihak industri akan assess you for this year lah, last batch. Okay, for last batch, we do it online, virtually, but then synchronized through a YouTube link. We share with the industry people, then they assess you, the project, how you present, the level of the project, etc. Okay. So this students ada banyak, ada ramai, excellence dalam punya ni. And I'm quite surprised. I ask them, okay, kita nampak mula-mula dulu kan you murung, you menangis apa kan. Depan saya cakap tak suka projek ni apa semua kan. I kata you tak boleh cakap tak suka, you tak run the project yet, you tak dig more on project. I kata tak. Itulah doktor kan, bila saya dah present ni and then untuk final presentation pun I have this kind of strength sebab at the end of it I love the project. Dia love tu why? Sebabnya dia dig more, cari banyak siap pergi course lagi kat luar untuk tahu about the project. Course yang of course lah free lah kan, untuk student you nak pay the cost 100,000 tu is quite outrageous lah kan. But this is about you. Dia kata okay, I'm very salute dengan you sebab you run the project with your own effort. You lead the project kan. Supervisor just supervise you. That's why I told you, you pick the titles the one that you love, not like. That's the issue. Okay, yang tu more on like panggil tu spiritual punya approach lah kan. Because some of you maybe at the beginning, I love this supervisor, I love this project. Suddenly at the end of it, okay, that's a problem. So kita tak nak lah macam tu. Kita nak make it the whole period of your journey ni, the journey of your project ni is fun and enjoyable. Okay. So ada soalan? Saya nak share.
Doktor,
Ya.
saya ada soalan.
Ya.
Ada tak like macam the student kan halfway dia terpaksa tukar another topic, like macam dia punya advice ke tukar the topic. I mean like the probability benda tu berlaku tu quite big ke macam mana ya doktor?
Ya, ada macam tu. It's not that quite big or small chances kan. Tapi ada berlaku yang mana supervisor tengok, okay, tapi bukan tukar supervisor tahu, tukar topik. That's different different. Apa? Dia berlaku bila, contoh saya lah, saya bagi contoh saya sebagai supervisor kan. Throughout the process, I will look at the student. How not vigorously, but then how student tu tertarik kepada projek tu, which is how the student puts their effort on that project. If I saw that, okay, student seems like still loose, still looking any possible answer or etc., then I will try to reduce the level of the project. Which is if I want to reduce the level of the project, nak reduce bukan level the whole part content, so the project will change a bit lah. Contoh, dia tak boleh buat software lah. Contoh saya cakap, okay, I put the titles is about modeling using a Python program blah blah blah. Then suddenly student pilih tajuk tu mungkin sebab dia rasa macam, okay, saya suka Dr. Nick, tapi tajuk ni macam tak berapa ni, tak apalah, saya sukalah Dr. Nick. Okay, suddenly dia datang dan cakap, you tahu tak apa Python program, you tahu tak apa this kind of coding things, and then suddenly that student said, I'm a bit lack of this C++ saya tak suka sangat macam tu lah. Then saya cakap, okay, then we'll see how far you can go with it first for about 2 or 3 weeks, and after that bila saya tengok dia masih lagi macam tak berapa ni, saya bercakap, okay, tak apalah, kita tukar, tak payah you buat program, you guna software je. You guna software Plaxis ke apa semua, you run the untuk analyze and etc. So kat situ tajuknya dah berubah. Instead of using coding the program, is using the software, so tajuk dia akan berubah. Contoh lah contoh. Apa-apa pertanyaan lagi? Ya? Tak ada? Ya? Kenapa dia tanya you, dia tak tanya saya? Ya. Tajuk yang tinggal sahaja.
Doktor,
ya saya.
kita tak boleh propose macam tiba-tiba macam dapat idea, saya ada tajuk, tak boleh
Nak propose kat siapa tu? Propose
Contoh
kat
macam dekat SV contoh lah, macam sebab semua dah taken tajuk-tajuk yang macam kita nak tu. Lepas tu kalau boleh macam tak nak lah tajuk yang macam lain, macam yang bukan macam kita minat kan. So kita instead of macam nak cakap lelong ke, instead of macam dapat yang kita tak berapa minat,
alright.
kita boleh ke macam approach SV macam saya ada tajuk ni, boleh ke saya buat under SV ni macam tu.
Dia macam ni, okay, isu dia kita buat pemilihan ni, satu untuk bagi sama rata pada student. Sama rata tu maksud saya macam everyone's got a chance to choose the titles. Dan satu lagi kita bagi sama rata untuk supervisor kan. Maksud dia semua supervisor ada student untuk supervise. We don't want that suddenly bila dah berlaku, okay lah berlaku lah. Sebenarnya memang berlaku setiap tahun pun, I tak nafikan. Tertinggal, ada tajuk-tajuk yang lebihan ni, bukan lebihan yang tinggal, and ada student yang lebih ni juga. They don't want to choose it because they say that supervisor ni garang, supervisor ni saya tak kenal pun apa semua kan. But the thing is, we try to make sure that everyone win-win situation lah. Sebenarnya kan, if you realise dalam list tajuk tu kan, ada yang bagi 2 tajuk, ada yang bagi 3 tajuk, ada yang bagi 4 tajuk kan. So unfortunately lah yang 4 tu to reduce the burden lah actually. Kita nak make sure supervisor tak terlalu ramai student untuk dia supervise. Saya takut bila dia ramai sangat student, dia it's difficult for them to focus on each student. Macam saya memang hadkan, saya pernah ada student sampai 5 orang kan. Masa tu saya rasa very regret sangat. Saya rasa macam kenapalah, kesian kat student sebab saya tak boleh fokus each of one of the student. Bila datang, tanya gini, and then saya kata macam okay you cari dulu kan. Okay you baca dulu apa semua. Tiba-tiba dah habis semester dah, Masya Allah. Sayangnya, kesiannya student kan, masih lagi terkapal-kapal. So saya feel that kind of situation, saya rasa macam this is not fair for the student. Kan? Then that's why we try to make it ni lah even to distribute to all lah. So you jangan rasa lah, you tanya kan you rasa macam aku dah terkena ni nanti habis lah. No, you jangan rasa macam tu. You rasa this is an opportunity for you, at least kalau you rasa macam supervisor ni aku tak kenal pun, aku tak pernah jumpa. This is opportunity for you to know him or her better. Kan? Sebab pendapat saya kata melalui projek Bachelor ni saya kenal student saya lagi rapat. It's not that personal lah. Lagi rapat tu maksudnya macam we can chit chat about the knowledge freely, easily, and then we can have some common issue to argue about. Jangan cakap saya tak bergaduh dengan student, saya bergaduh juga. Kan? At least we have some this kind of similarity. Just put that in your mind. Bukan kata projek Bachelor ni nak menyusahkan you, tak. Dia memudahkan you di masa hadapan. Sekarang ni memanglah rasa susah, tapi dia akan memudahkan you di masa hadapan. Okay? So don't think jangan ada negative vibe tu dulu. Biar ada positive vibe tu, campur sikit-sikit lah negatif untuk cautious punya ni kan, untuk awareness. Then after that you can ni lah insyaAllah. You don't have to worry. Saya tak akan tinggalkan you lah sepanjang setahun. Normally as a coordinator, sepanjang setahun dengan student final year, saya akan open to all. Saya akan try to ni lah. Kalau saya tak dapat tolong juga, memang saya akan tanya pendapat ketua jabatan lah, paling ni sekali kan. Right. Ada apa-apa pertanyaan sebelum saya pergi ke assessment form?
Saya?
Ya, terkejut saya. Nasib baik tak cekik air.
Sorry, saya nak tanya, okay, macam some of the list tu, they require experimental punya work, which means that we have to go to the lab kan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say for example, kalau the coronavirus dia getting worse day by day, macam mana kita boleh lab
Okay, yang tu kena tanya supervisor actually. That's why, kena tanya potential supervisor. I put the name of potential sebab you ada masa seminggu kan nak menanya ni kan? Say let's say tajuk apa tu ya? Sekejap. Tajuk apa ya?
Tajuk Dr. Azlin.
Tajuk tajuk Dr. Azlin is more memang definitely She stated that it's a laboratory experimental based. Okay. We have some of as a coordinator, I've been briefed about this kind of situation. If it's necessary to come to the faculty to do the lab, yes, we can allow it. Necessary. So for this part, I think Dr. Azlin state that this is a kind of mandatory lah untuk buat lab experiment kan, or else you cannot analyze this topic in details etc. kan, sebab this is like mixture and then ni. So I hope Dr. Azlin got a very good justification lah to defend why the student had to carry out the lab test. But then of course if you choose this topic, you can ask details with tanya dia kalau kata gitu gini apa semua. Normally supervisor akan tanya student, you are willing ke tak nak datang walaupun berlakunya benda-benda macam ni apa semua kan. If the students unwillingly ataupun afraid that saya tak boleh, mak tak bagi apa semua kan, okay lah, meaning to say that you just need to let go the project. There's a lot of project lain kan ada. Saya bukan tak ni bukan kata saya degrade the project of Dr. Azli. No. Sebab some of student they are willing to come. Okay, and then they say that this is new thing. I want to know geopolymer. How come macam mana apa semua kan? I want to know. Yes. Yeah. Fazli. See, contohlah kan. Kalau dia sanggup mean to say that your supervisor had to give a very good justification to the faculty, to the university, even though to MKN to let go you to come to the faculty, to the lab. Right. Yeah, sorry. Sabrina, okay?
Alright, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Alright. Okay. So can I share this form, Max? Okay, we name it. This is an engineering form. We name it Proper 3. Okay. So after this kalau saya kata, you dah tengok tak Proper 3 tu? Mean to say that I pinpoint this form lah. Okay. So this final year project, we call it. Sepatutnya project, Bachelor Project Evaluation. Okay. This one is the last year one, last 2 years. Okay. We have semester 1 divided into 3 sections. First is project presentation, then project report, then project work. Okay, total lot 60. Then we normalize the marks is 30. So meaning to say semester 1 only 30% marks. This one is based on your proposal and some of the preliminary work that have been done throughout semester 1. 30%. Okay. So each details, yang ni tak apa. Nanti saya share dengan you dalam Putera Belas, you tengoklah details dia kan. Project presentation, apa yang di focus, the content, the organisation, the critical thinking, blah blah blah. And normally student lack at this part lah, ability to answer question because I don't know, mungkin first time presentation alone, maybe because before this most of the presentation you present it in group, isn't it? Ke ada yang present alone? Tapi itulah most of students saying that I'm too nervous to answer or it just I'm getting blurred, so tak boleh jawab kan. So rugi dah 5 markah kat situ. And then for your information, yang blank ni meaning to say only examiner 1 and 2 assess you. Supervisor tak boleh assess untuk project presentation. But supervisor assess on project report and project work. Okay? So this part and this part. So examiners for semester 1 only for presentation part only. Okay, which is 20%. 20 out of 60. Okay, because total normalized mark is 30%. All right. Okay, done for semester 1. Then ada pertanyaan? Not yet, Okay, you tengok nanti each details of it. And if you realize at the end of it, there's a PO, numbers and etc. lah. Alright. Okay, then we go to semester 2. So semester 2 also the same. 3 separate part, which is project presentation, project report, and also project work. Throughout semester. This is for the throughout semester 2 lah pula. Okay, it's total up 100. But then normalized into 70%. So total 2 semester, 70 plus 30 is 100%. Okay, this is total number for the totals each of part, but then we normalize it into percentage. So 100% for each, for 1 semester, 1 year. So the same goes, which is for project presentation. Supervisor cannot assess, it's only examiner 1 and examiner 2. It's 25% increase compared to the first semester, which is, if you notice, there's a industrial perspective. This part is the marks come from the industrial presentation lah yang saya cerita tadi, from the industry person. They will assess your project based on your presentation. Unfortunately, for last batch, there's no Q&A lah sebab online, virtual presentation. They just assess you based on the presentation, the content, the delivery techniques, and then those critical thinking, etc. So there's no ability to answer question. This industrial perspective ni. Walaupun 5 markah je 5/100, but then as you all know lah kan, even just a small tiny drop, it will change the ocean kan, right? Then project report, all of it, which is all of the supervisors. This is, we call it a committee lah, committee member. Supervisors, examiner 1, examiner 2 will assess your report based on this criteria. Yeah? This criteria, all of it lah. This is a project report starting from chapter 1 until chapter 5 lah. Yeah? They will assess you. Then there's a declaration. This one you don't have to worry yet because this one is included in the ni. I will provide the template for the untuk report. For the full report, I will provide a template. You just need to fill it up lah. Just try to make it easier because those there's also a marks also in terms of reports organization ni kan dalam tu, right? Then project work 20 out of 100, 20% lah, boleh buat 20%. Comes from the supervisor part only. Okay? Then there's a, in terms of logbook here, which is student needs to fill up the log form. I will provide later on. The log is just one piece of paper, but then I think it's better for you to write down any of your work progress on it, at least. Then normally before we carry out the first presentation, proposal presentation for semester 1, 2, I will ask your student at least you complete 7 meetings with your supervisor. Then after that you can do a presentation. The same goes for semester 2. At least 7 meetings because we want to make sure that student meets their supervisor. Ada student tak jumpa supervisor tau. Sampai setahun pun tiba-tiba datang je untuk present je. Terkejut supervisor dia dalam meeting room. So we don't want to that happen lah. It's quite bizarre lah actually kan. Right. Ada apa-apa persoalan mengenai proprietary? Not yet, Okay. So I think for the time being, you are free to ask any potential supervisor about the project. Then I think I'll see you next week lah kot, lagi sekali. To make sure that you, or you can just submit the form lah. You boleh tengok tak ini? Can you see this Putra Blast page?
Doktor.
Ya.
Doktor akan update ke from time to time topik mana yang available lagi?
Topik mana available?
Maksudnya macam untuk dipilih kan, macam doktor akan update ke topik mana yang masih lagi tak ada student pilih ke macam mana ke?
Oh, the thing is, can you just pilih daripada yang saya buat tu list of title and synopsis. Macam mana saya nak share? Oh, okay. Adakah sebab the same page as di Google Meet ni? Kalau macam ni nampak? Tak nampak juga. Ayo, how is it Macam ni Right. Alright then. Chrome tab. Okay. Chrome tab. Okay. Boleh nampak? Boleh. Okay. This is your Putra Blast. ECV 4949A. Right. Then I share with you the calendar, a guide to student project. Then there's here, under second topic project registration, list of titles and synopsis. Oh, yang ni nanti saya akan update yang Dr. Balkis punya title tadi kan, yang saya share dalam WhatsApp group, saya akan update dalam ni. Then after that, once you have those 3 titles, please submit your form in this assignment. So for the time being, there's one student has submit. Okay, so you still have 5 days to complete this one. Don't email me. Submit through this part, registration form, project bachelor. And for the question that can I just highlight which one is taken or non-taken yet? Sebenarnya macam saya cakap tadi lah, is quite surprised and I'm shocked that the supervisor stated that, because she or he supposed not to saying that to the student. Just make silence lah kan. I'm not so sure why I'm talking this. All right. Just pick whatever it is, since you know that particular title is taken, so just let go of it. The rest of it is available for you to choose, right? Just pick 3 titles, then we'll go through the procedures. You don't worry about it, because all the selection will be macam yang saya cakap tadi, will be carried out by the supervisors and their committees. It's not me to assist them in terms of choosing the student, sebab this is up to them lah, up to their creativity, how they want to assess the student, layak ke tak untuk that project. Layak dari segi apa? Maybe dari segi knowledge, maybe dari segi effort, kesungguhan untuk buat etc. Sebab we don't know our student yet actually. As for me, I don't know what type of student who will choose my topic. Of course, I lay out all those topic, but then once the topic have been picked by the student, I will see how the student effort, and then it is either tengoklah dia punya capabilities of the project and the student itself. So for the time being, just focus on the titles given. You don't have to worry about others lah. Okay? So,
Doktor.
Yes.
Saya ada soalan. So for those yang macam purpose certain topic yang on topic dekat SV kan, kan kita kan kena tulis tajuk yang kita propose tu kan basically kan. So kalau the one yang kita topik yang kita propose tu, but kita tak ada like, macam mana nak cakap, tak ada the specific name macam tajuk yang Dr. list tu, so can we like letak the tajuk tu as briefly as Doktor faham tak apa yang saya cuba?
Itulah saya cuba nak izah
macam mana nak cakap?
Terlalu panjang ke macam mana?
Bukan, topik tu macam dia tak ada spesifik
Code.
nama lagi. Dia ada isi tapi dia tak ada spesifik nama lagi for the topic.
So spesifik nama meaning to say?
Macam
spesifik tajuk?
Ya, tapi point dia tu dah ada, tapi alah macam mana nak cakap?
Alamak, jangan kata saya caught you right-handed because normally you propose a topic and the synopsis to the potential supervisor, then you should fix it first.
Bukan. Dia
fix dulu pada masa sekarang. So nanti by the process, duration tu nanti saya tahu. Even tajuk-tajuk ni pun akan berubah. So for the time being, you fix it. Letak dulu tajuk apa. And then I know for sure you ensure supervisor initial, isn't it? You just put the initial. Initial ni. Siapa-siapa nama tu, letaklah tajuk 1 ke 2. I don't care because it's only one title from you. So I'm not worried too much about it. You know?
Okay.
Alright. So, but then of course I need the topic lah. You give me the topic already, isn't it? Not topic, sorry, title. Just put that title.
Okay.
Jangan letak title lain Okay. So for those who propose a project to the supervisor, you put the title that you gave it to me before. Don't put another title. Nanti saya cari tak jumpa pula. Alright? Okay then. So any question? I think okay.
Assalamualaikum Doktor.
Waalaikumsalam.
Nak tanya, saya ada aura-aura negatif sikit.
Allahu Akbar.
Contoh macam Doktor cakap tadi,
Yes.
untuk proses yang pertama selection tajuk tu,
Yes.
kalau tiga-tiga redundant, kita akan go through second process kan. Pilih mana-mana tajuk yang tinggal kan.
Yes.
So let's say untuk second process tu, still ada tajuk yang macam kita tak ambil. Macam tiga-tiga tu still redundant and ada lagi few tajuk.
No. For the second choice, second round, we just just pick one and then lock. That's it. Tak ada pilih tiga tajuk dah. Pilih satu sahaja then lock. Maksudnya you dah pilih tajuk A, let's say ada A, B, C, then ada 1, 2, 3 student. So student satu pilih C, then lock. Tak ada dah. Maksudnya student yang kedua dan ketiga kena pilih A dan B sahaja.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. Others?
Doktor.
Ya saya.
Kan tadi doktor cakap kita ada masa seminggu kan nak approach doktor-doktor yang lain.
Yes, ya.
So kan boleh tak doktor ingatkan balik dekat semua potential SV tu yang macam jangan buat macam yang Liana dengan Ain kena tu. Sebab nanti macam sebab nanti kesianlah orang lain yang lambat approach tu kan. Sebab macam mungkin orang lain nak buat research dulu pasal tajuk tu baru approach. Tapi macam orang lain yang tak ni terus approach dah dapat.
Doktor, sebab saya takut macam the whole process is siapa cepat dia dapat. So saya takut.
No, actually the whole process is itulah. Tapi bila dah jadi macam ni, kenapa jadi macam tu? Tak apalah, I'll remind them that that's not the whole true process lah actually kan. Saya akan remind dia orang lagi sekali hari ni yang mengatakan bahawa student dah dapat semua tajuk. So please be fair and square to all lah. It's not that fixed with some of the students and etc. So you don't have to worry lah about it. Hopefully it won't happen. Because this is my first time ni. You tahu saya pegang coordinator from 2009 until now. This is the first time. Because before this is a student who proposed the project, so I'm okay with it because I allow that propose project. But suddenly when we just lay out those projects, then saying that is not fair to all. I am very sorry for the situation that you face. Saya minta maaf jugalah dari segi apa orang panggil ni kesilapan yang berlaku ni. But hopefully it won't jeopardize all of your selection. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, insyaAllah. Okay, so ada lagi?
Last question. Macam doktor cakap tadi untuk second round tu, kita akan pilih satu tajuk and lock, right? So let's say yang tu dia akan jadi siapa cepat dia dapat ke macam mana? Macam contoh kita dah pilih tajuk tu, mana kita nak tahu tajuk tu dah lock ataupun belum?
Itulah the critical part is untuk this batch sebab pemilihan melalui virtual kan. Unfortunately lah sebab before this our practice is we call all the student came to the office for the second round and then student bincang lah sama-sama dia pada masa tu juga. So tak adalah kata siapa cepat dia dapat etc. Tapi untuk this batch I cannot guarantee that will happen. So saya nak setuju dengan siapa Haziq
Ya saya doktor.
Pertanyaan tadi yang mengatakan siapa cepat dia dapat tu saya itulah saya tak boleh cakap saya bersetuju juga dengan tu macam tak fair tapi it seems like that's the situation we will face.
So kiranya contoh macam
macam ni lah macam ni I will for the second round hopefully tak ada ramai sangat lah sebab sebelum ni pun memang tak ramai dalam 2-3 orang je because I know your you punya cooperation ni untuk pembahagian sama rata behind my back pun begitu kukuh kan. Right. For the second round, hopefully, for those students who involved, I will create a session like this, and then we'll have some conversation or discussion. Then you don't have to worry lah, first come, first serve, and etc. I try to avoid that terms, that process, first come, first serve, because as I told you before, for me it's not fair enough to all. Sebab kita tak nak benda tu menjadi inilah kenapa aku tak pergi dulu, kenapa aku tak buat dulu, kenapa. No, I don't want that. That kind of situation or that kind of thinking or thought is not good, right? So you don't have to read. For the second round, Haziq ni memang dah negative vibe banyak sangat ni saya rasa. I think you better discuss among yourself lah. You nak pilih apa, aku nak pilih apa kan. At least you can tone down the negative vibe tu. Okay.
Last.
Yes. Jangan cakap last sebab saya rasa mesti ada lagi.
Maksudnya last bagi saya lah.
Okay. Tak adalah. Alright.
Contoh untuk proses yang pertama ni kan kita perlu submit form tu kan. Sapan tawal tu dah ada effect apa-apa ke?
Sorry, sapan tawal? Tak ada effect. No.
Tak ada effect apa
No. You masih lagi berpegang pada siapa cepat dia dapat kan? As I told you, I try to avoid that. Mungkin pada you pun rasa macam even yang propose project tu pun siapa cepat dia dapat. No. Because once this, okay, I told you, to be honest, siapa yang saya tahulah ni siapa yang project, dia propose project etc. tu kan, the supervisor came and asked me first. They came, not came lah, maksudnya macam diorang contact me and then saying that this student had approached me blah 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 and etc. And then this also student that come to me later on and etc. And then we have a discussion. It's not that okay alamak dia propose tajuk tu cepat kat lecturer tu apa semua kan. Because I gave you one week to propose kan. Meaning to say that there's no different you met that potential supervisor earlier or later, then suddenly dia pilih apa-apa semua. No, tak. Kita ada perbincangan juga. You don't have to worry. We try to make it fair and square to all. Kan? Sebab we know this is 1 year project. Kan? Lagipun projek ni lah macam kata Dr. Zainuddin lah, selalu dia cakap kat saya selalu cakap kat student saya kan, this is your baby. 1 year kan, you daripada lahir projek ni sampai setahun you pelihara baby ni kan. Of course you want to take care it full of bagi semua kasih sayang etc. kan. Saya tahu it's a bit burden. It's not burden lah, tak best lah. Burden tu macam membebankan kan. Responsibility to all of you. You don't have to worry lah, right? We try to make it fair and square, but then of course for that particular event, it's a really surprise and kind of upset situation jugalah kan. But please, okay, you don't have to worry. Let it go. Whatever it is, life must go on. Okay. So, any question?
Doktor?
Yes, saya.
Saya nak tanya lagi berkaitan dengan form tu. Maksud doktor, macam ni kan doktor simplifikan apa doktor cakap tadi. Maksudnya kan contoh pilihan pertama saya A. Lepas tu person nombor 2 pun A. Orang yang ketiga pun A. Yang first tu. Jadi first tu dia pilih berdasarkan ikut doktor tu pilih macam mana ya?
Yes.
Yang
supervisor yang akan pilih.
Supervisor akan pilih. Lepas tu kalau yang pilihan yang kedua, pilihan yang ketiga, kalau ramai sangat baru buat quiz Itu macam mana ya?
No. The procedure will be the same for each of step. Each of the pilihan. Maksudnya kalau supervisor tu, let's say lah, saya nak bagi contoh. Okay, saya kan, saya ada 4 tajuk kan. Saya ada 4 tajuk. So, first tajuk triple ND1, ada 3 student pilih. Kan? 3 student pilih. Then okay, saya pun buat quiz lah. Saya buat quiz ataupun saya buat interview. Okay, apa yang you tahu, apa yang you boleh ni kan. Then saya pun okay, saya puas hati dengan seorang ni. InsyaAllah seorang ni boleh buat. Okay, done. Then the second, 2 orang lagi ni yang tak dapat ni, ya, kita akan tengok second choice dia. And second choice dia, dia pilih triple ND2 kan. And then ada 2 orang lagi yang pilih triple ND2. Orang ni dia buat first choice, yang ni buat second choice. So saya akan ambil yang ni, saya akan buat let's say quiz lah senang sikit daripada interview kan. Saya buat quiz. Dan kita tengoklah siapa pula yang boleh jawab quiz tu dengan cemerlang ni. Saya akan pilih dia. Sorry. No. If the person pick the first one is the yang jadi priority. Sorry.
So
you
jadi Dr. akan pilih first lah.
Yes.
Yang quiz tu hanya untuk yang first choice saja.
No, it's up to the supervisor, quiz ke, interview ke, apa-apalah yang ni kan. Sebab siapa dah hari tu? Dr. Shah. Dr. Shah siap suruh buat software simulation lagi. Siapa yang pilih tajuk dia suruh buat software simulation or coding program, I'm not so sure lah. So it depends on the supervisor, macam mana dia nak nak assess student, how they want to approach the student to make sure that this project is worth for you. Bukan kata kalau you tak dapat buat tu, you tak boleh buat, tapi seems like tu lah kan. Maksudnya macam saya punya project is more on like contoh saya punya project more on like programming kan, Arduino program or IoT things Tiba sekali saya pun tanya student-student yang pilih tajuk yang sama ni, do you know how to find it? Do you know how to run it? And then suddenly seorang je tahu kan. Saya pun kata ambil seorang ni je lah, dia tahu, orang lain tak tahu. Kan? So the procedure will be the same lah untuk pilihan pertama, pilihan kedua dan pilihan ketiga. Right?
Okay, Doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So saya tak pergi ke topik project implementation yet. I just start with the project registration tu lah, sebab yang tu yang paling utama sekarang kan dalam minggu pertama dan minggu kedua ni. So once you complete all the registration and the selection is complete, then we go for the project implementation. This is the log form lah, as I told you before yang you kena isi borang log. At least untuk semester 1, 7 pertemuan ataupun 7 conversation, 7 discussion. Meeting with your supervisor, then the second semester also will be the same lah, to make sure that you are allowed to present your proposal or your final year project. Okay, any question? Yes, I am. Actually it depends on their expertise actually. Sebab kita tak boleh cakap, okay semester ni sebab semua COVID pandemic semua kena buat software. Then suddenly maybe some of the lecturers say that I am more on lab work or I'm more my research area is more on this. So we cannot put a mandatory requirement atau inilah untuk semua. So that's why you look at ada pelbagai kan. Ada buat survey, ada buat software, ada buat coding, ada buat lab works kan. But then we try to minimize the lab work lah. Sebab saya dah inform supervisor kalau boleh jangan ada, bukan jangan lah, maksudnya minimize the lab work. Sebab kita tak pasti macam mana nanti kan. Sebab it depends on the country, okay? Those MKN, Majlis Keselamatan Negara, whatever it is, we follow their orders. Right? So if you want to ask me more, you can just PM me or you can just pop up the question in the group lah. I try to answer it in a simple way. Okay, any question? Wow, it's been 2 hours. This has surprised me. I thought only 1 hour. Any question? Others?
Doktor.
Yes.
Boleh tak kan macam tadi kan yang Ain dah cakap tu yang ada doktor kata tajuk dah taken kan. Maknanya nanti doktor akan update balik ke tajuk-tajuk tu?
No.
Besok
Saya
tapi
akan
memang kita
saya akan remind saya akan remind supervisor that since the topic have been shared with the students, so there's no whatever it is taken or whatever.
Oh,
You can
jadi
say
macam
if you want that title, you can just put it, simply put it, and then we'll see how the process. But then
okay.
if he or she is saying that, kan, saya tak nampak lah dia punya apa point dia tu. If you want to talk me in details, please let me know.
Okay, doktor.
Sorry. So others?
Doktor, kiranya kan kita macam memang kena approach SV yang kita nak macam tanya dia ni semua macam tu kan?
Tak adalah macam kena.
Tapi macam mana macam kalau mestilah kan sebab macam
kalau rasa malu ke apa?
bukan macam kalau kita kenalah approach kan sebab nanti macam bila kita dah pilih tajuk dia macam kenal macam tu, ya ke? Saya tak tahulah.
Okay.
Saya cuba approach tapi sedih.
Janganlah nangis Anissa. Belum apa-apa lagi dah nangis. No, jangan. No, isu dia sekarang ni, you just take it light jangan ambil, bukanlah jangan ambil berat. Macam mana nak cakap? Those negative vibe tu. Oh lah, roommate ke Azri? Sorry, Azrai. Sorry. One thing for sure, of course, you dah tengok tajuk, you nak tahu lebih lanjut kan? So you jumpalah supervisor. I mean you contact them and ask them, ignore that fortunate event tu yang kata dah taken apa semua kan, unfortunate event, right? Tanya lebih lanjut, meaning to say tanya lebih lanjut tu, okay doktor saya dah baca sinopsis, saya rasa dia macam ni ke? Kan, kalau doktor tu cakap tak, dia macam ni, and then suddenly you rasa macam alamak kalau macam tu susahnya rasa. Okay, tak apa, you move on, tengok tajuk lain pula. Then you tanya pula yang supervisor tu, yang ni macam ni ke? Adakah macam pendapat saya ni yang sama pendapat dengan doktor? Kan, at least you nak tengok dia tu sama ke tak dengan apa yang you rasakan. Sebab some of student, okay, they have this kind of thought for this topic. Then suddenly when they meet the supervisor tak, saya tak kata macam, sinopsis tak kata macam tu, sinopsis cakap macam ni, buat macam ni. Okay, clear. Then, so you think you can handle it? If you think you can handle it, just put it there. Buatlah dalam pilihan pertama ke, rasa macam yang ni pilihan pertama kot sebab rasa macam is more or is better compared to choice yang lain-lain ke, tapi choice lain pun best juga. Letaklah pilihan kedua dan ketiga, something like that lah. Alright? Saya rasa it should be okay, you don't have to worry lah. Ada apa-apa persoalan? Ada? Tak ada? So for the time being, yang saya check semalam 52 student registered. I hope kalau ada yang new registration lagi tu, please inform me sebab nanti nak kena tambah tajuk lah. Sebab tajuk sekarang ni memang only for that 52 students, including the proposed project. Okay? 52. Yes, 52. Okay. So, anything? Azrai dah left meeting dah. So, if you don't have anything, not yet, I think we can end our session. If you have anything after this, please contact me. But then I would rather you put all the question in a group. At least all the students know or aware. So, there's a question like this, and then Dr. Nick answer it like this and this. So at least semua kita boleh share semua persoalan yang mungkin some of your friends didn't realize it was a question. And okay, so that's it. I think so I will update the yang Dr. Bakis punya je ya. Saya bukan update yang kata taken or etc. I will update Dr. Bakis punya topik tu. Then the rest is up to you lah. Alright, the process. Okay then, so thank you. Assalamualaikum. Have a nice day.